Welcome to episode 89 of Furious Metal. Thanks everyone for joining me today. So I want to apologize up front. I have not been filming well the last couple of days, but I have everything done for this video. I really wanted to bring it to you guys because I don't have time after today. I am literally moving into my new house on Friday. So Merry Christmas to me, my wife, and everybody out there watching. I want to thank everybody for your support this year. I want to get that up there and out there. I really wanted to do 100 videos this year, honestly, and get 1,000 subscribers. I fell a little short. 2026 is a new year. So let's move on from there. Now, I posted something on my channel yesterday, and I talked about bands like Sleep Token, Deftones, and Ghost. Well, everybody knows that I'm not a fan of any of those bands. I think Deftones is more of a 90s kid thing. I don't consider any of those bands to be metal. That is another subject for another day. I could do a rant on that. Maybe I should do a video on what I think is metal, what's not metal. I do have a Furious Metal channel. I don't veer from that. I don't think that, people that are doing metal channels, unless they want to do something, different, stick to your guns. Don't go, oh, the new Deftones album. You're a metal channel. Deftones is not a metal band. If that's what you like, that's fine. But if you're going to do a metal channel, maybe you should have a metal album be your metal album of the year. It just makes sense to me. With that being said, I do have 3 honorable mentions. 3 albums I very much enjoyed from Legacy Acts because I think that they're worthy of mentioning. First Testament with Parabellum. I think it was a great album, a band I listened to for over 40 years. I had Legacy back in 1987, the year I graduated high school. To me, it still holds its water as one of the best debut albums of any band ever to this day. Then we have Corner with Dissonance Theory, another band that has been around for a long time. Been a big fan of that band. First album in 32 years. Highly recommend listening to that one. And then we have The Haunted with Songs of the Last Resort. Another band that's been around for a long time. Listen, those guys are probably over 20 years. It has a solid, thrashy, melodic death metal album that I listen to a lot. Didn't quite make my top 40, but all definitely worthy of listening to. So let's get into my top 20 of 2025. First of all, we have Soul Grinder with their album Frozen Halls, the 16th of October. 10 tracks, 40 minutes. These are a death metal band from Germany. Now, they combine old school death metal and black metal with these thrashy, crunchy riffs. There's an underlying atmosphere here and there that doesn't overtake the music. You have these monstrous vocals, pummeling drums. It's pretty sick guitar work, saying this band is only a 3-piece. So I talked about before on all the killer debuts that have come out this year, and I have a few on my list, my top 20. Kind of surprising to myself as well that there was that many debuts. So coming to number 19, we have Harvested with their debut album, Dysthymia. It's called the 1st of August. 9 tracks, 32 minutes. Guys are a death metal band from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Now, this album grabs you by the throat right away and rarely lets go. The guitar tone is just thick as hell, and the vocals are just visceral. The pace goes from mid-pace groove to just full-blown chaos. Coming in at number 18, we have Sin of God with their album Bloodbound. This came out the 18th of February. 7 tracks, 33 minutes. These are a technical death metal grindcore band from Hungary. From the first note on the opening track, you can tell this album is just going to beat you into submission. You have these relentless blast beats and grinding guitar. And the vocals are just deep gutturals and blood-curdling screams. Next up, coming in at number 17, we have KATAKOMBA with their album The Second Death. It's on the 12th of October. 8 tracks, 32 minutes. As you're a death metal band from Stockholm, Sweden, now you have this classic buzzsaw guitar just riddled with killer hooks, and these punk-inspired D beats and raw, abrasive vocals. You got these nasty, dirty bass lines and great lead guitar work on here as well, and carries that menacing groove that you know that I love. All right, coming in at number 16, we have IMPERMANCE with their debut album, Annica. This came out the 16th of October. 8 tracks, 36 minutes. Guys are a technical death metal, black metal band from Poland. And I got to tell you guys, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Poland has been amazing for metal this year. All right, you have these crushing guitars with plenty of catchy earworm hooks and great guitar harmonies. And these thunderous drums with this pulverizing double kick attack and really nice drum fills as well. And the vocals, they're just venomous roars and howling screams.
Confusion and gloom, reverse in the race of the chaos strike of paradise.
Coming in at number 15, we have OPHIDIAN Memory with their album Seraphim. This month, the 7th of November. 7 tracks, 48 minutes. There's a melodic death metal band from Des Moines, Iowa. Now, if you guys watched my channel last year, this is the brainchild from a guy named Blakely Moreau. Now, last year's Carrion Lord also made it on my end of the year list. What an amazing album that was. Now, Blake, he plays all the instruments and does all the vocals. He seamlessly blends beauty and brutality in such an amazing way. Harsh gutturals, haunting clean passages, and acoustic melodies. Next up, coming in at number 14, we have Plague Curse with their debut album, Verminous Contempt. It's on the 10th of October. 10 tracks, 42 minutes. These guys are an international black and death metal band. So no intro here, just straight kick to the teeth, a fierce, snarling attack of pure brutality. You have these blistering blast beats that just punish the listener. Vicious grinding guitar attack with just a barrage of wicked tremolo guitar and savage riffs. The vocals are demonic growls and these tortured shrieks. Coming in at number 13, we have Fragments of Unbecoming with their album Dawnbringer. This came out the 23rd of May. 12 tracks, 55 minutes. These guys are a melodic death metal band from Germany. Now, this album wastes no time with raging guitar and thunderous drums. The vocals are just deep and destructive in their approach. And the songs have a wide variety of breakneck speed, mid-tempo groove, and great melodies. Next up, coming in at number 12, we have Sphere with their album Inferno. This came out the 9th of May. 10 tracks, 49 minutes. Technical death metal band from Warsaw, Poland. Now, they add complexity to their songs without overdoing it. It's aggressive and lightning fast, but it lets you breathe with some nice mid-tempo moments and these abrasive vocals and killer lead guitar work. Next up, we have INSIDIUS with their album Vulgus Illustrata. This came out the 7th of November. 8 tracks, 38 minutes. It's a death metal band from Poland. This album goes straight for the jugular and rarely lets up. The vocals are menacing. The drums are a raging slab of destruction with grinding guitar and thunderous drums. All right, we're about halfway through the video, getting ready to break into my top 10. Hit the thumbs up, really does help my channel. You guys know how much I appreciate your support. So, coming in at number 10, we have Whitechapel with their album Hens in Dissonance, but the 7th of March. 10 tracks, 43 minutes. You guys are a deathcore band from Knoxville, Tennessee. Now, I was not a huge fan of Kin. Valley was okay. But I've been listening to Whitechapel for a long time. Yeah, you could call it a legacy act, but these guys absolutely just crush it. From the first note played to hearing Phil Bozeman's signature vocals, these guys are just back with a vengeance. This album is just pure evil. Everything from this just malignant guitar tone and the punishing drums, a destructive force that just takes no prisoners. All right, coming in at number 9, we have Pathogenic with their album Crowned in Corpses. This came out the 7th of February. 8 tracks, 42 minutes. You guys are a technical death metal, deathcore band from Boston, Massachusetts. Now, the crushing sound of an 8-string guitar is just unmistakable. And I love that gent sound, and they don't overdo it. Technicality mixed with brutality, catchy as hell riffs, intricate guitar work with thunderous drums, and the vocals, they're just raw and powerful.
Spill the blood of your enemies.
So this next album really brought back some nostalgia from probably like the late 80s when death metal first started. And coming in at number 8, we're talking about Shrieking Demons with their album The Festering Dwellers. It's about the 31st of January. 10 tracks, 39 minutes. These are a death metal band from Italy. You know, from the haunting, reverb-soaked vocals and that pulsing snare drum. The guitar tone, like I said, something really out of like the late 80s, that raw, menacing sound. They blend in some guitar solos that have more of a modern approach. Next up, coming at number 7, we have Human with their album Concetto, Transeunte. That's about the best pronunciation I can do for you guys. Sorry about that. This is about the 20th of November. 9 tracks, 31 minutes. As are a technical progressive death metal band from Italy. Now, this innovative sound that blends intricate musicianship, just a complex journey through the chaos. Powerful, immersive atmosphere with plenty of brutality to match. It's kind of a latecomer to my list, but it's a huge standout. It's a must for any technical, progressive death metal fan. And honestly, I think it's one of the most underrated albums from that genre this year. Coming in at number 6, we have MUNT with their debut album, The World Is Not Yours. It's about the 28th of November. 13 tracks, 39 minutes. Another latecomer to my list. To be honest with you guys, if this album would have came out early this year, it would have been even higher on my list. To make it to number 6, we listened to it for about a month. Absolutely amazing. These guys are a black and death grind band from Australia. Now, this dense slab of just raw aggression just drags the listener through this chaotic world of despair and disillusion. It's a frantic, unhinged, caustic storm of epic proportion. You know, it's so fucking heavy at times, you can barely breathe. We're getting closer and closer. My number 1 album of the year. Coming in at number 5, we have Demon King with their debut album, Knell. This just came out on the 14th of November. 8 tracks, 45 minutes. These are a black and technical death metal band from Nashville, Tennessee. Now, this album is just an all-out assault to the senses. It's just a barrage of punishing drums. It's like a non-stop frantic war machine. And the guitar work is just dizzying at times. The vocals, there's demonic shrieks and howls. All right, coming in at number 4, we have Primal Scourge with their debut album, End of Eden. This was the 14th of November. 9 tracks, 38 minutes. That's our death metal band from Knoxville, Tennessee. Now, this album, it'll just drag you down into the abyss. And it has this ominous presence to it. Bone-crushing riffs that feel 3 feet thick. Mid-pace, groovy as hell chug to turn to breakneck speed in an instant. And the drums, there's a force to be reckoned with. And the vocals, there's a bloodthirsty, visceral attack. Coming in at number 3, we have Wrath of Belial with their album Embers of Dead Empires. This came out the 15th of June. 10 tracks, 43 minutes. These guys are a death metal, melodic death metal band from Denmark. This wastes no time smashing the face with these frantic, chaotic drums of the vocals, just harsh, abrasive gutturals and screams. The pace, it's mostly fast and furious with some nice groovy moments here and there. And lead guitar work is outstanding, leaning into like the tech death metal at times. But I'll tell you something right now, hands down, this is one of the most underrated death metal albums of the year. Check it out. So this next album could have easily been my number one. I listened to the living crap out of this the last half of the year. Coming in at number 2, we have Gruesome with their album Silent Echoes. This came out the 6th of June. 8 tracks, 33 minutes. This old school death metal from Florida. Now this album pays homage to Dysthymia, came back in 1991, and they nailed that sound. You never know this was recorded in 2025. Now Death's last album was over 25 years ago, and no one is doing death metal in that style anymore. I've heard people say, why not just listen to Death? Well, Gruesome puts their own spin on that style. Brutality and progressive songwriting with rage or sharp musicianship. And this album is a 9 out of 10 all day, every day.
What you are, but when you cannot help but be, your crime is to exist. Contempt, contempt,
So I had the same problem this year as I had last year. There is a tie for number 1. Coming in at 1A, call it whatever you want. I'm wearing the hoodie. We're talking about Dormant Ordeal with their album Tooth and Nail. This came out the 18th of April. 9 tracks, 47 minutes. Here's our black and technical death metal band from Poland. Now this album is just a savage with blistering blast beats, raging guitar, and sinister vocals. It's a wall of layered dissonance and grinding chugs. Atmospheric, melancholic guitar lines and eerie spoken words. And they seamlessly blend haunting melodies with sonic brutality. All right, coming in at number 1B, call it whatever you want to. I'm wearing the shirt. We're talking about ASHEN with their album Leave the Flesh Behind. This was the 22nd of August. 10 tracks, 38 minutes. It's a death metal band from Australia. Now, this old school HM2 buzzsaw guitar with some modern touches. There's just something about the overall sound of this album just resonates with me. It's so powerful, heavy, catchy as hell, chuggy hooks with some doomier moments here and there. And you have these full-on rages that just run you the fuck over. You combine that with dark, brooding atmosphere and raging demonic vocals, and that's why it's my number 1. That is a wrap for me for 2025. What an amazing year for metal. I want you guys to tell me what you guys are listening to. I want to hear what your guys' favorite albums are, even if it's not something that you think I would listen to. I really do appreciate your comments. You guys know how much I appreciate your support. I want to thank everybody for watching this year, newcomers, OGs have been with me for the last couple years. I'll be back sometime in January to kick off another new year of killer metal. So until next time, keep it furious.